Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming today to our meeting as we talk about Chinese business culture. My name is Kirk McCarty. I was authorized to give this report by Miss Margaret Blue. We're glad you can make it. Let's jump right in. So first, we're going to talk about just some basic facts about China. The official name of China, the People's Republic of China. Its capital being Beijing. It's a heavily populated area, around 1.4 billion people. It is located in East Asia, and its religious views vary. The official religion of China is actually atheism, but there's also widely practiced Buddhism, Confucianism, and even a little bit of Christianity. Its political party is the Communist Party of China, and then the currency of China is the renminbi or the yuan. And as you can see, the flag's located at the back of the slide. One of the first things you'll have to do when journeying into business in China is establish a good relationship or good networks. This is often referred to as guanxi in Chinese culture. It's extremely important. Having good guanxi, good relationships, good network can make or break a business deal in China. You'll see that guanxi works hand in hand with the concept of face, which we'll talk about here. So face, also known as mianzi in Mandarin Chinese, is all about building relationships, establishing good respect and good rapport with your business partners. So establishing face and establishing guanxi are going to work hand in hand. So good guanxi will usually come with a good concept of face. Now, face is either gained, lost, kept, or earned. This is a continuous process of creating that respect and that relationship. So, this some of the things you can do to help establish and save face would be, giving gifts or giving your approval or thanking people for a good event that they hosted or that they had invited you to. So, face and guanxi are going to be huge in a successful business venture in China. Finally, we'll talk about some of the business attire for Chinese meetings. The Chinese are very conservative. They don't want to make a statement with their attire. It's basically for men, dark colored suits, solid shirt, a tie. Watches are acceptable, but nothing flashy. With your shoes, dark color, match the suit. Don't try to stand out. For the women, we want to have a nice, also conservative look, high neckline, pantsuits or skirts that hang to the knee or below are preferred. Avoid heels because you don't want to tower over your Chinese counterpart. And whenever you go with your makeup, try to be as natural as possible. The Chinese wear makeup and they accept makeup, but it is not a big statement with your makeup. Next, we'll go into meetings and how these business meetings will go. Expect the meetings to be very detailed. The Chinese want to get the most out of their meeting, and they're going to use all the time allowed to be productive. Always to be early for these meetings. Being prompt is huge. It goes back to your face and your guanxi. If you're late for a meeting, you're going to lose face and lose some respect in the eye of your business partner. Most meetings will follow three parts. There will be a little bit of small talk, followed by a welcoming speech by the host, and then you'll just have your business discussions. It's important to note that whenever we're going through these discussions, do your best not to interrupt. This could be disrespectful in the eyes of the Chinese businessman. Next, we'll get into some important gestures and actions that will help lead you to a successful business venture in China. First is the giving of business cards. Business cards are a very big part of Chinese business. As an American, it's important to have your business card translated into both English and Mandarin Chinese. You can do this by putting English on one side, Chinese on the other, and this will be adequate when giving your business card. It's also important, as you can see by the image, that we give our business card with two hands with the Chinese side facing up. This is a very, very big part of handing your business card is this grip and this transition of the card. Um, when receiving a card, always take time to look at it, admire the work that your counterpart has put in when giving you this card. Next, we'll get into a little bit of gift giving, which is accepted in Chinese culture, but there are a few gifts that are viewed as bad signs, such as clocks, red ink, sharp objects, and books. The Chinese, for different reasons, some being bad luck, do not do not appreciate gifts of this sort. They can be viewed as very disrespectful. Um, when we greet each other in China, let them make the first move. Bowing and handshaking are two accepted options, but let them make that first move. Finally, we'll talk about toasting. This would be a common occurrence at a dinner. There will normally be a toast by the host, and if you are given the ability to toast, keep it simple. Toast to relationships, toast to success and health, prosperity. Finally, we'll talk about some of the communication in China. Just a simple Mandarin Chinese, three phrases. Ni hao would be hello, ni hao ma, how are you? And finally, xie xie, which is thank you. A couple nonverbal cues. Avoid pointing. The Chinese don't appreciate pointing with one finger. Be attentive, but avoid prolonged eye contact. And a nodding of the head. If you see the Chinese nod their head, that doesn't necessarily mean they agree with what you're saying. It's just they understand. Finally, before we wrap it up, build relationships in Chinese business culture. Allow them to take lead and be prepared. Chinese doing business in China, with it being a foreign land, will be tough. There will be obstacles, but if you listen to some of these tips and really know what you're getting into before you do it, you can find great success in a great economy of China. Thank you for coming, and I hope this was very beneficial for you, and I wish you the best in your business venture.